90% of Ferrari didn't want Hamilton. Please leave your like and subscribe. It helps our channel. We have an article from Gazzetta dello Sport, where they interviewed former Ferrari driver Arturo Mercerio, and he made some interesting and controversial statements. The first is that Hamilton's signing was purely commercial. When you add here that it was simply commercial and everything, you already have a certain impact because, like it or not, he's a 10-time champion who still performs very well within his possibilities, within the conditions and the situation. So, to say it's just commercial, I think it's an exaggeration, but it's clear. Hamilton's commercial impact is huge. We've already made a video here talking about it, including mentioning Hamilton's commercial impact, which greatly increased sales, merchandising, etc. for Ferrari. So he really made a huge impact. That's natural. It was expected in a move of this size. Now Arturo's big statement is this. He says that from what he knows, from what he's learned, 90% of Ferrari employees, mind you, 90% didn't want Lewis Hamilton. That's a very shocking statement. You're saying that the team itself didn't want Hamilton. And that would explain why Hamilton sometimes seems out of place, and perhaps even the friction he was having with his race engineer. The team didn't want Lewis Hamilton. It was a very cohesive team with Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. And then you have this sudden change with Hamilton's arrival. And if that's true, if you have 90% of the team here who don't want him, 90% of the employees who don't want Hamilton, it's clear that you're unlikely to have a welcoming environment for the guy. An environment where he'll feel at home, where he can perform and get the best out of himself without any problems. This is very serious. We're talking about a Ferrari that doesn't want a champion there, and they'll have to put up with him for at least another year. Of course, Hamilton might change this perception over time. I'll show you here, sometimes maybe it's still playing for you now, that video of Hamilton being welcomed into the factory by the employees and all that. It all seems like it was a dream, right? It seems like it was a dream for Hamilton and the employees. My God, EP is a champion here. You see, people even joke with the girl who appears there at a certain point, looking at Hamilton, checking him out. But apparently, that's not the reality. According to Arturo, who, I repeat, is a former Ferrari driver and who says he has contacts there, and that from what he knows, this is indeed Hamilton's situation at Ferrari. Interesting, you know? Interesting, and it helps explain something. However, let's wait and see. Hamilton still has time to recover in 2025 and also has a whole 2026 season with new regulations for him to showcase his talent. I want to hear your opinion in the comments. Big hug. Thanks. And that's it.